I learned the ropes of golf from this beautiful golf course 20 kilometers from my home. When I started in 2006, I was completely hooked to the sport. As I improved, I was able to enjoy the numerous golf courses in my country and wished I may be able to do so in other places. Whenever I can, I spent the next decade setting my sights on this plan. Here are my favorites. Golf is a difficult sport to learn, and it will take a lifetime to perfect, if at all. You compete against the course and yourself, and you only have yourself to blame for a bad shot. It's a game of honesty, a true gentleman's game. Hence you meet a lot of good people here and gain real friends. Golf courses are beautiful and serene places. As they are expensive pieces of real estates, they offer wonderful vistas, amazing views in a wide expanse of green. Such a relaxing sight. After years of playing in numerous golf courses on different terrains, I felt I was ready for the next best thing. I set my sights on St. Andrews, Scotland, the Mecca of golf, where it all started. This is St. Andrews, the old course. Tiger Woods won the British Open here in 2005 and 2010. In front of the Royal and Ancient Golf Club of St. Andrews, or the R&A, the legislative body of golf, he hoisted his trophy like a true winner. I told myself I want to play here where he played. St. Andrews is located in Fife, Scotland, 565 kilometers north of London. It is 48 kilometers northeast of Edinburgh, where we took a train. The area of St. Andrews has been inhabited since 10,000 years BC. the place became prominent as a site of religious pilgrimage in medieval Scotland. This is what remains of the cathedral built in 1160. This place is known for the University of St. Andrews, the third oldest university in the English-speaking world, the oldest in Scotland, and the second best university after Cambridge. Its famous alumni include the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, Prince William and Kate. St. Andrews is best known as the home or Mecca of golf. The game has been played in the old course since 1400 AD and has since been attracting hundreds of thousands of golf pilgrims from around the world. This is how they were in the old times. Built around the old course are 6 other 18-hole public courses, which can be booked anytime at a much cheaper rate. Everybody wants to book the old course, as it is every golfer's bucket list to play in this historic course. Because of high demand, it is difficult to get the slot to play in the old course. There are 3 ways you can avail of it. One is to stay in St. Andrews for 3 to 4 days, bring a 20 or less handicap certificate from a USGA accredited golf club in your country, and as a waitlist, get in line and hope for the best. Number 2 is to join a lottery drawn every Wednesday on site and released on a Friday to get a scheduled slot. Number 3 is to book a year in advance online or get a knowledgeable agent to do it for you. I was advised to queue early the next day to get a chance to play. We went to our hotel just across the fairway of the old course. I booked a 9-hole game at 2 p.m. in the new course to prepare myself for the old course if I get lucky. After early lunch, we shopped for some golf apparel and we strolled around the old town, which was close to the golf course. It is a compact, small university town. Headed back to the new course for my game at 2 p.m. I played with Tom, an 18-year-old university student from California. This hotel has a vintage but elegant vibe to it. You can see the RNA right across the 18th hole of the old course from here. Murals of golf's greats adorn the reception areas. Having dinner here tonight with fish and chips and their version of haggis, a Scottish staple composed of sheep's guts. sleeping early to prepare ourselves for the next day. This is the day I've been waiting for. At 3:30 in the morning, I was the first one in line for the waiting list. With my wife keeping me company, we had to endure the cold and wind chill outside the old pavilion as it opens at 6:30 a.m. The next guy came at 4:30 a.m. and by 5 a.m. there were 21 of us outside. Doors opened at 6:30 a.m. and I was told I qualified to be on the first flight with 2 club members who allowed 2 guests to join them. I was provided this pouch that contains the scorecard, the old course booklet of instructions on how to play each hole, and some tees. The old course and 6 other St. Andrew golf courses are shared by at least 12 exclusive golf clubs. Tee times are therefore reserved for members, hence are always full, especially the old course. Game time! Here we go! The first hole is called the Burn, or a stream that dissects the fairway. Got a bogey on the first hole. Getting a good caddy is a wise decision, as he also logs the clubs you use and vital details of what went on, much like a diary. My caddy playfully feeds bread to seagulls in the course. These are 700-year-old hole markers, now covered to preserve them from erosion. The Marshall and the Eden Estuary first settled by humans some 10,000 years BC. As some greens are shared, a 50-yard putting green is not unusual. Weather changes quickly, and in this hole, the rain came. The show must go on though. The golfer next to me is John from Vermont in the US. John was the second one on the waiting list. The 2 others are club members and our gracious hosts. This bunker on the 14th is the hell hole, also called the Devil's Stroke. Once you're in it, it's hard to get out. I managed to elude it and part this hole. The next hole told a different story. One of the toughest holes is the 17th, as you hit the ball and clear the roof of the Old Course Hotel. As the course is beside the North Sea, the wind is always considered in your shot making.
One way. Next one.
Second shot.
Good.
He shot on hole number 18 was on the same spot as Rory McIlroy in 2015, crossing over the iconic 700-year-old Swilcan Burn Bridge to the finishing hole. My diary indicates me using a rescue club on my second shot. The ball hits a van on the roadside and found green in 2. I made par on the final hole in full view of the R&A. Final score 88, 2 over my declared handicap and 4 under the course handicap limit. This ends my journey to the St. Andrews, the old course. In my own quiet way, I felt like Tiger Woods who has conquered the home of golf. Like Jack Nicklaus and the champions before him, I will take this pose on top of the iconic 700-year-old Swilcan Bridge. I finally did it. It feels like my golf graduation day. To God and to my wife and golf buddy, thank you for fulfilling my dream.